Hey, Vane here. I'll be explaining the strats I'm doing in the video. This Korean part in particular is extremely mod because the boss resists physical. Now let's talk about the opener here. It looks like a basic Nicole opener, but there are some things that you need to know. You probably notice here that only 3 enemies are getting hit by Nicole. And this is why right after I did a dash attack with Nicole before swapping to Ambi. This forces the 4th enemy, which is melee, to dive into Nicole's kill by itself, since the enemy is programmed to target Nicole's last recorded position. If you don't dash attack here, the enemy won't dive into his kill. I have to mention though that my Nicole is M5, which means the AoE of her skill is bigger. For the boss, when he's not stunned, I have only one thing to mention, and that is to keep an eye on how many times you need to do defensive assist or parry before he gets stunned. Just in case you don't know, parries give you decibels. The point is that you don't want to use all your parries, since if you do that, you'll have less than the maximum amount of parries when the boss recovers from stun. Which means that you might not have enough decibels to use your ultimate again the second time the boss gets stunned, which is probably avoidable if you just save some defensive assist. Now let's talk about what I do when I stun the boss. So I use Ambi to trigger the stun, pretty simple. Next is Nicole chain attack first, then I actually cancel the chain attack here, and I swap twice. The first swap will trigger Ambi's quick assist, and then the second swap will go to Corrin. Then I use Corrin's ult, which triggers the last chain attack. Then I go back to Nicole with her chain attack and use her kill before tapping the spacebar twice again, bringing me back to Corrin again. And I finish it with Corrin's E, and the boss is pretty much all done from getting stunned. I'm doing this convoluted mess of chain attacks, so Nicole's defense thread would last throughout Corrin's ult and skill. Now the boss gets up again, and I just repeat the process. This boss resists physical, which means this is gonna take a long time to finish, so let's just skip to the next boss. For this guy, I actually have almost nothing to say about him. The only weird thing I do against this boss is that sometimes I let Lucy get hit on purpose. The problem is that Piper's defensive assist is very slow compared to her quick assist, and it's not like it does more damage. Now, parrying gives you stun and decibels, so normally I would just recommend parrying over getting hit. But for this guy specifically, for me, for this team, he always dies after just one stun and one ultimate, so there's no point in doing parries since I don't get an extra stun or an extra ult. So yeah, it's a pretty rare case, but I guess sometimes getting hit is just the better way to swap. My Lucy actually dies here at the end, but it doesn't matter because the boss dies right after. Alright, that's all. Thanks for watching. I hope this video is somewhat beneficial for you. Bye bye.